out to the trappers, we are my back lit. It's D out of Henny man, battle rap trap, and we definitely got the streets. D out of Henny man, D out of Henny man. Put it on your YouTube.
And during that time, those are just the
Cap.
facts. When
You just
official
You're
battle,
gonna say his
when
That's cap.
official
That's
material.
not
battle,
fact.
You're
That's
basing
when
this
not
on his
official
facts. That's
battle
your
material being
opinion.
Cortez
worse.
and
That's not facts.
fine.
That's your opinion. But go
You
ahead.
said that his material is even with chilling official. I don't think the material's gotten worse. I don't think the
I
material
didn't
is
speak on
worse.
I didn't speak on.
Well,
So is this
even
space
with Vixen, I
recorded?
think it's the
Because I
same
didn't say
shit.
material when it came to K
I
Shine.
think that she's losing
It is
these battles to
recorded.
people that are just better than her.
That's what I was trying
Yeah,
to
and
Sorry,
then
say, the
like
boss, and
when
I
you
and
asked
that
you a
really,
are
really
elite.
question.
She's
good,
not
and
losing
when you
fucking
are a really
scrubs out
good
here.
performer, you
That's
really
not
dope
it.
at your writing your bars and getting that shit out. You can have a bad moment here or there, but it don't mean that you on a decline. Because like even when what you just said with K Shine, we watched what happened with him in the easy battle, but then he turned around and to me 30 to very fire real sick.
I agree 1,000%.
So it
I
can go,
agree
you know what I
too.
mean? Like it shouldn't just be set in stone. It should be over a period of time. And I don't feel like
There it
she's
is.
declined like that. Like I still feel like
All
she
right.
give us good performances.
But that's what
All
I'm
right.
saying. I think that Vixen is still fire. That's what I'm saying. I think when people hear words like decline, they think like no, not that she's
No, they hit
trash
decline.
now. But there is a change in
Uh
quality. No matter how big or small
gosh.
the change is,
Well,
Josh
I think
background is
I
Josh.
think
wild.
Vixen has been very vocal about her not being as motivated to battle, and I think that's
No,
been showing in her
that's a
writing.
fact. That's a
That's
fact.
it.
That's
I feel
the
like it's
same
been
thing with
showing in
official.
I
That's what
would
that
I
agree
Official
with
don't know
that.
why
stated that
people
too.
are denying it. Like it's not that she's
you got.
trash, but regardless of how big or small it is, a decline is still a decline.
Yeah. Well, I I just
Well,
don't think
just agree
I
to
don't think that's a
disagree, I
fact, and
guess.
I think that's your opinion, and I
Yep.
just don't.
Oh, no.
So I
Okay.
just disagree. But
Jeruz, what's up with you? Who you have for your WOTY this year?
Twerk.
I had Jazz, but I ain't mad. I fuck with Hustle too. That's my dog. Well, I don't know, man. I had Jazz winning though. Like I ain't mad. I ain't mad that Hustle won at all. I'm just mad that Jazz lost. I don't. I just I don't know. It's hard to talk about it without like you feel me, like trying to offend Hustle because I love Hustle. Like that's really my dog. You feel me?
Mhm.
And Jazz really my dog too. But I really had Jazz winning that shit. But I don't want to make it. You mean? I don't know.
So,
It's
so
the conflict.
can can
stop
I ask?
saying that.
I mean, niggas said, I'm sorry, I'm here to stir the pot. Shout out to Josh,
Um,
shout out to Lola. Yeah, I mean, how you feel about motherfuckers saying you and coffee was debatable or you didn't body coffee? I'm just curious. I want to know how you felt
I
because
don't.
you be cussing me out.
About what? Cuss you out about what? I never touched you out
You
about no fucking coffee
no, you
battle.
you no, you be cussing me out when I be like, bro, these motherfuckers is wildin'. You be like, yo, dog, chill, man. You ain't got to turn up. Fuck that. I had to
I
tweet
don't.
it when they said that shit, bro. Nobody called that battle
Bro,
debatable other
listen.
than fucking Coffee's friends and
I'm gonna keep.
family.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real, gang.
Go to hell, Anwar.
Like they just. That's just.
Nobody
I
called
ain't gonna
that
lie. Like
battle
that's just.
debatable.
That's just. Come on, man. Like it's the same way. Respectfully, the same way they had Jazz with Battle of the Year, Performance of the Year. What else?
Well, not
the
us. You got to
panel didn't do
realize that
that.
that's being
That was a
voted. If the
fan vote.
panel had to discuss
Wait,
those accessory awards, it would have been different.
who said me and Coffee was debatable? Who said that?
Show yourself. Speak up. Say I, Tone,
I
bro.
did.
Twerk,
Who?
twerk. What I said
I
when you
Say
did.
asked me
who?
after the battle.
Huh?
Who?
I said it was debatable.
Who?
Did you
Juice said
just say
that?
my name,
Yeah,
Anwar?
that's me.
Yeah, I don't
Juice
even know
stand
why you
right.
said
This
my
No,
name,
Josh.
That's
bro.
her
You asked me after
He
the
homegirl.
said
battle,
Bro.
twerk,
Tone
and I told
broke.
you what I thought.
She was standing right behind her.
Right?
You know what I'm
Like
saying? Like it's all. I don't. Man, come on, man.
But what I
I ain't
will
she
saying.
was
say about
she
that
was
We
battle
talking
is
talking
about.
that
to
We
battle
you.
was
talking.
really entertaining,
Listen,
and I
listen.
don't
She was
feel
Fuck.
like she
Listen,
talking
did
to
listen.
bad. Like
you.
people
Fuck
made
that
it seem like
battle.
she did bad.
I don't give a fuck what nobody think about that battle. I got paid and I left. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. We talking about WOTY. We ain't even talking about me. I don't even know how. What this ain't about me. You talking about
You was a
WOTY,
part of the
brother?
you was a part of the WOTY conversation.
I know because I'm
Shout
a
out
part
to
of.
your
I'm a part of
manager for
every.
making this
I'm a part
about
of
you,
every
though. Your
conversation. You know
manager
what I'm
is to
talking about?
blame.
It's the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just that's just what it is. Speak the rules. You know what I mean? I like, but what you got? But battle of the year.
She got
Uh-oh.
Battle of the Year.
Performance of the
performance of the
year
year and
and
round of
round
the
of the
year.
year.
And round of
And
the
I ain't
year
gonna lie.
and
Do you
lost.
think she got battle of the year? Let
What
me
the
ask you.
fuck? I don't give a fuck. It's not about what I think. It's about what the panel gave to her, nigga. Fuck what I think.
But no,
Fuck how you
The
that's
panel did
fan
not
voted.
give her anything that's
Well,
off
whoever,
fan
it
voted
don't matter.
awards.
Well, okay, the fans voted for. She won everything. Like the fans voted Jazz. All the fans voted Jazz. She won the fan vote. She won performance of the year, battle of the year. What else? And round of the year, right?
Round of the year.
That's
And the fan
fire.
vote. And the
That's
fan
fire.
vote, right?
Right.
She
So
fucking
let me
lost.
look. Let me ask you
That's
something real
fucking
quick, Twerk.
insane,
Let me
bro.
ask you something. Let me ask you
That
something real.
is insane. That's
Just
insane
real
to
quick,
me.
Twerk. Let me
That
ask you a
shit is
question.
insane to me, my nigga. Like, oh my god, I want to
Twerk.
cry. Like,
Twerk.
Yo,
Do
that's a
you feel
fallacy
like?
though.
Do
that
you
is
feel
insane.
like? Do
That's
you
a
feel like
fallacy
you
though.
can trust that all of the fans watched all of these battles more than once over the panel that had Hustle unanimous?
I don't. I'm like, I don't.
Do you think Jazz Storm versus you was the performance of the year
I'm
for a
not.
female?
I don't. I'm not. I'm not. This shit is not about me. I'm talking
No, I'm
about what.
asking you. Do you
I'm
feel
talking
like
about
her?
what transpired.
She
I
won
was talking
performance of
about
the
your
year.
feelings on it, how you
She
felt about
won
it.
performance of the year
I
for her
just told you
showing
how I
against
felt
you.
about. I felt what I feel is that she won Battle of the Year, Round of the Year, Performance of the Year, and the fan vote. All four of those things, which should really matter, and lost. WOTY. That is fucking insane.
Maybe she's
Like
just a
that is
loser.
insane,
But
bro.
she's the most
I don't
popular
give
of
a
the
fuck
bunch.
with nobody. That is insane, and nobody can tell me that. That's insane.
That's a fallacy though because
She lost to the panel. Like the panel chose her to lose, and that's just what it was. Like that
yeah,
shit
but the
is
panel got
insane.
more. The panel got more. I get them
But
more credit for one simple
I'm
performance.
not gonna shit on the Wody panel because I didn't watch it. But I seen the Cody panel and how they dissect things, and they didn't do their job. And so but I'm not gonna.
This was a better panel. This was a better
I
Okay,
will
panel.
but
I
say
watched the whole thing.
overall, Twerk, I feel like the women didn't really get criticized for too much. It's probably one or two issues, but that's we talking about further down the list. I feel like everybody agreed with us with how we lined the women up in one, two, and three.
y'all had her at number three though. Like
Not gonna
that's
lie, you the first person to come up here
crazy.
to express these feelings. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Nobody had these feelings about
Nobody,
Jazz not winning Wody.
nobody,
Nobody
not even
complained. The
Jazz,
comments didn't
not even
complain.
Jazz.
Jazz didn't
Jazz
complain.
not good. Jazz not gonna
Um,
complain regardless.
her manager
And then at the
probably on
same
her
time, I don't
last
want to make it
list.
seem like because I love Hustle, like, and I'm glad she won. I'm just sad that Jazz lost. Like, you know, respectfully.
I think what can be said about the panel is they expressed their points very well. Even if you agree to disagree, like they did their job as far as explaining why they felt how they felt. So
Well,
I
yeah,
can respect that.
I didn't watch it honestly. I didn't. But all I'm saying is to win Battle of the Year, Performance of the Year, Round of the Year, and the fan vote, all four of these things, and still lose is fucking insane. Like that's just insane. Like you can't slice it, dice it no other way. That's insane. That's fucking crazy.
It's
That's
not
We
fucking
won't
insane if she
crazy,
more
consider
man.
popular.
we
It's
won't
not
consider
insane
that
if she
maybe
more
her fan
popular.
base is really, really big, and that might be why she was winning those votes because those are her fan votes.
She also won a
As
fan
well
vote
as
for the
Hustle
award as
just
well.
not ever being able to get ahead when it comes to fan votes. Like that's just not a thing for Hustle. And as far as I know, she typically does not win any fan votes.
Yeah, the fans did vote. That should be highlighted. The fan vote had Jazz as the Wody.
But again, we gotta trust the panel because we know that's why I even give props to Josh and Lola because the fans is gonna go, and I'm a fan, so but I watched every battle of all the girls, but that's not the commonplace. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, who the fuck is Grid? Who the fuck is Gemini?" They don't like if fans ain't tuned in, they ain't tuned in. But at least they be. I know the panel was challenging the consensus a lot, even though they I felt like they got mostly everything right. Obviously, I had coffee number one, but at the same time, like
They were thorough for
even
sure.
if they was thorough, even when they said it was debatable, I took that to mean the body was debatable because niggas was saying Jur's body coffee. The end of the day, I think most the consensus is definitely that he won, and the consensus probably is that he bodied her. But the point they was making was that it wasn't as like niggas be exaggerating shit. Niggas be exaggerating shit. Niggas exaggerate this Arsenal and Hustle at the end of the year. At the end of the day, no matter what y'all want to say, the fucking poll says 75% to 25%. But at the end of the day, you're gonna say, well, Hustle not popular or people don't like us, so they didn't vote, they voted against her. So at the end of the day, it's just like I'd rather have a panel that I know watched all the battles. And I know that they did their due diligence. And then they can explain what they came to their conclusion. I take it.
I would have to watch the panel because
Yeah, yeah, yo, gang, you definitely got to watch because
I watched the Cody panel and that shit was
yeah, no, they didn't do what they did
Nah,
on the
but
they
Cody
didn't do what
panel.
they was
this
supposed to
not
do.
Cody,
This was
bro. We
different. And
completely
salute to
I
the
different.
get
Cody
it. That's
panel,
what I'm
but they
saying.
was different.
I'm not gonna blame that on y'all. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I didn't watch it. So I'm just, just saying like when y'all say these panel, like you can't always trust the panel either. But I didn't see the WOTY panel, so I will have to watch it and
Yeah, no,
understand why.
they definitely did the way they broke it down.
They did it
I'll say
well.
this because like
I mean, and if they broke it down the way that you were saying to me, like I would get that, like the way
yeah, yeah,
me, I would understand. It's
yeah.
just,
Jay Black
it's
wasn't
just.
on it. Jay Black didn't allow them to do the bullshit. Shout out to Rita.
Yeah,
She
so it
wanted
wasn't
answers.
compromised or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Jay Black allowed the Cody panel to do anything. Shout out to him. But
Amazing.
Rita was like, when they got to Jazz at 3, like it's funny, bro. Like it went similar. Like they was like, all right, who y'all got at number 3? Everybody said Jazz except for one person.
Unanimously,
But that,
bro.
but even though it was unanimous, niggas went into why they had Jazz at 3, which was all
Okay.
that was all.
Facts.
I can accept that. That was it. Shout out to Jay Black. You know what I
But
mean,
did they do the same thing for 1 and 2?
yes,
Yes.
bro.
We
Yeah,
did.
So what
one
happened
was
was when they
unanimous.
Okay,
did
okay.
3, when they did 3, it was like 3 versus 2. Then when they got to 1 versus 2, it was a
Everybody
healthy
agreed.
debate. But the top 3 was an hour long. That was the last hour of the show.
And that I can
That's
respect
all I'm
that. I
saying.
can respect
So,
that.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
respect.
yeah, bro. But when you watch it, like you'll see. Like I encourage you to watch.
I can respect that.
And Lola Dope had performance of the night. Like,
I never got a
Oh yeah, my
chance.
bad.
definitely
I thought
peaked
Rita
that.
was off mute.
It's not a long show or nothing like that. The show is a reasonable amount of time and it's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Listen, you gonna be
Lola Dope,
highly
bro. Just
entertained.
watch Lola's performance, brother.
Yeah,
And
bro.
we definitely
I ain't gonna
proved to
lie.
y'all that these men do not think for us. Y'all thought y'all knew what the fuck was going on when y'all saw them do the Cody panel, but y'all had a whole different type of conversation about those 3 people, and they was placed totally different. They don't think
Well,
for us
don't
neither.
say y'all.
That's
Say Jay
fire.
Black and them. He the only
No,
one
No,
that
the
didn't.
no,
no, you're a
no,
part of
no,
it
not
too,
Jay Black.
Anwar.
No, I
Crazy.
wasn't.
No, you're a part of it
No,
too.
Tata.
Champion.
Hey, what's
No,
going on
no.
right now?
I voted and kept my shit silent. Ask Jay Black.
Fire.
Y'all can ask him. I ain't want to be on the panel. I ain't want nothing to do with the panel. No moderation. No nothing. Like shout out to my bro. Like you know what I mean. He told me he was going to do work this year. I got excited about it. Like it is what it is. And I've said this repeatedly, but I'll say it again on this space. Twerk kept telling me like, bro, like I don't give a fuck about Cody. Like don't get your hopes up on that shit. Like don't care about that. Like we just doing work. But it just is what it is. Like I believed that was the case. But
Don't
on
get us
this shit,
started, Anwar,
because
because
even
we
even
could do that.
no, listen, bro, even on Big K winning, and I've said this publicly, I'm not mad that Big K won. I'm not.
Right.
But I didn't like the way it went. And Mark is my bro. You know what I mean? Mark is my guy. He's champion. But I gotta see Mark. Man, I can't wait. I ain't been on champion since Cody. I ain't been on champion since Cody. Cause when I see
Shout out
Mark, he
Cody.
got answers. I don't give a fuck. We could be up there talking about shout out to Full Circle. Oh, Aver versus Ill Will. Let Mark be there. We gonna sidetrack. We gonna
Verb
get
2
some
1.
answers today.
You said
You
verb
said
too.
verb 2-1. Verb
Yeah,
two
brother.
one.
Shout out
Verb 2
to
1.
the Cody panel, man. I ain't dissing on y'all. I'm just, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
no, they did their thing, man. They definitely did. They went through. They did it the right way. Shout out to Rita and the
That's
WOTY
all right.
panel.
That's really all that matter, my nigga.
Nah, they did. They was
Y'all
Exactly.
did that
official.
shit
It was
the right way.
official.
It just look, if a motherfucker win all on the outside looking in, and then somebody that didn't watch the panel come from the outside looking in and just seeing all those awards and shit, and then it'll be like, damn, they didn't win. It'll just be like, you feel me? That's just on the outside looking in. You know what I mean? Like that's why I feel the way I feel. Like I'm scrolling the timeline. Jazz won this. Jazz won this. Jazz won this. Boston wins Wody. You gotta understand. Like a nigga be like, wait, what the fuck happened? Like you know what I mean? But that's
Yeah, I'm
without.
not gonna lie. It would have been the same thing last year because Jazz won all the accessory awards last year too. If she wouldn't have won last year, it probably would have been the same outlook. Like, how the fuck she win every accessory award, but she ain't win WOTY? So I ain't mad at that take.
You know. But
Shout out to Jay Black pulling up. Shout out to Jay Black. He here to pretend that he don't know what I'm
Shout
talking
out to
about.
Jay Black.
But it's cool though. It's cool though. But anyway, like I said, all I was saying, gang, like they really did. They did their due diligence, and
that's what's up. That's what's up.
it's the same thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Jazz. Jazz is the fucking GOAT to me personally.
For
But
sure.
when they broke that shit down, and it's like, all right, having her at three, it's like you want to argue because Jazz is the fucking GOAT.
Woo-wee.
But when they broke it down, it was like, damn. Damn. And then so she was at three. When they got to Coffee, who was at two, they were talking about Coffee versus Jazz. So it made sense having Jazz at three. Then it was Coffee versus Hustle. And even though they had already made their points in Coffee versus Jazz, then it was all right, Coffee versus Hustle. That's how the panel should be when it come down to one versus two. Shout out to Jay Black. My bad, I'm going on mute.
That's a fact.
My bad, Jay Black. That's your turn to speak. Oh, you ain't got nothing to say? Oh, all right. I'm just
This
saying.
nigga Air Wars.
Nah,
I mean,
What you
yo, listen,
telling
bro. I'm
me?
on
What you
hills,
he
telling
been
man.
me?
on
Fuck that.
10 all day.
What you tell me what you talking about, brother? Like
I
break
mean,
it
you
down,
heard me.
fam.
You heard everything
I
I said.
actually
Shout out to
didn't.
Jay
I
Black.
actually did. I was preoccupied. I just heard like a
Jay
little
Black
bit of
over
what
here
you
trying
said.
to cook up an argument. You know what I mean? He like the boss. They like to really listen, sit on mute, and then think of what their rebuttals are, and then come up there
You know
and say
damn
they
well I ain't no
rebuttals.
Man,
time to
this
be
I
about
got I
this
got
rebuttaling.
this
niggas figured
about
out.
Wody, man.
I
This
never
about
even
Wody,
did that. What
man.
are you
Yeah, I don't know
I
if you're
got
talking
niggas
about
figured out.
Wody,
No,
Vody,
shut
we
up,
talking
man,
Nody,
about
boy?
Wody, Jay Black. We
Vody,
talking about Wody. We
Nody,
talking about how
Rody.
Jazz
What are you
won.
talking about, bro?
All right, so I'm explaining this to you, right? Watch this. Wait,
Yeah,
listen, everybody stay on mute. Watch me cook Jay Black, y'all.
you're
What we talking
definitely
about is
not
how
gonna cook me.
Jazz won 3 out of the 5 fan categories and the fan vote, right? But didn't
Okay.
win Wody. So we were
You
explaining to Twerk.
you explained it
No,
in
Jay
your
Black,
sentence
let me
right
finish.
there. You
Let me
just
answer
explained
you,
it.
Jay Black.
You
Twerk was
just explained
saying,
it.
how did Jazz win all those things and not win Wody? So I told him 3 of them or all 4 of those are fan voted. So then his
Okay.
response was, well, what about the panel? Did they break that shit down? So I was explaining to him how, even though the fans had their vote, and even though on the Cody panel, Jazz was over Wody, when the women debated Jazz, when she came up at number 3, his thing was, even though it was unanimous, or it was 5 out of 6, even though 5 out of 6 had Jazz at 3, there was a whole 15, 20-minute discussion about Jazz versus Coffee, who was at number 2. Then when they got to 1 versus 2, there was another whole debate about Hustle versus Coffee. So explaining to him that, when you have the importance of crowning number 1, that there should be a full-on dialogue comparing number 1 versus number 2,
So you're making
not
this about
just
Cody.
shout out. No, 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 no. We talk. No, no, no.
That's
Listen.
what you're getting at. But you
No,
went
we're
that
talking
you
about
did
the
a whole
importance
Chiller
of a
Jones
debate
scheme.
on
You did a
both
whole
Cody
Chiller
and
Jones
Wody.
scheme to get to that point, brother. Like I
Hey,
see right
ain't you a
there.
fan of Loaded Lux? Oh,
Loaded
all
Lux
right.
punch every bar, but go ahead though.
Cat.
Oh my
Loaded
god.
Lux ain't punch every bar. Never
Everything
mind.
he says is
Go
a
ahead. I'm
punch,
not
but
even
go
gonna do
ahead
this. Shout
though.
out to Loaded Lux. All right, listen. So this space recorded, right, Rita? So he talking about punching every bar. When Loaded Lux versus Rum Nitty happened, I don't want to hear shit about 8 bars in what Loaded Lux said.
And
He
that's
better
great.
punch
You're
every
gonna hear
bar,
it.
Jay Black.
You're
That's
He
gonna
great.
hear
better
it.
punch
This is
every bar,
You're
crazy.
Back
gonna
to
or
the
hear
I'm
it.
women.
cooking you on champion.
Back to the
See,
women.
he taking away the Women's Day. This is Women's Day, brother.
No, no, we was talking about the women.
Keep
I was
going to the
giving the
men.
women their props. Shout out to Rita, Hurricane Do. I don't want to just say the women because shout out to my guy Josh. Shout out to Rita, Lola,
Mhm.
Do, Wing, Ty Ty, and Josh from OTFMZ. They did the panel the right way. That's all I'm saying. They had a
Okay.
full on debate. When you got to that top 5, nothing felt rushed. Every one of them,
Okay.
5,
Okay.
4, 3,
See,
2,
you know what you're
1.
doing, brother, man. You know what you're doing. It's okay.
That's a fact.
It's
And,
all
and
right.
Thank you,
tomorrow
Anwar.
it's
It's all
lit.
right. It's
Somebody
not
tag Mark and tell him to pull
nothing's
up.
happening tomorrow. By the way, just letting
I'm
everybody know.
pulling up tomorrow, man. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm pulling up
I
tomorrow.
won't be there. I'm
Hey,
going to
Tori, tell him,
Hawaii.
man. Yeah, all right, I'm pulling up.
He posts my plane ticket and everything. What you need?
Yeah,
Pardon
man.
me, Honolulu.
Yeah, Honolulu. Yeah,
Yeah,
all
you out of
right.
here, man.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Again, all jokes aside, man. Shout out to Rita. Shout out to the entire Cody panel. I mean, WOTY panel. At the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree, they did the due diligence. And if you have someone else, so let's say you got coffee at number one. Let's take Jazz out of it because people want to, make this about Jazz. If you got coffee at number one, make sure that when you make your tweet that you went back and watched their debate on how they got the coffee at number two. Shout out to Hustle. I can't honestly say she lost a battle all year. And I'm not even sure she had a single debatable all year 2023.
She
So
did
that
Eunice.
for real, J
Final,
Yeah,
Black?
that
final
Eunice?
was
It's
You
a
think it was
debatable.
classic.
debatable?
It's a
Yeah, that
classic.
was debatable.
but
All
you
right.
saying you
Okay,
can't
okay,
find a
cool.
debatable? It's a
All right,
debatable
cool.
battle.
All right, cool. How about this? Does she have a loss? One that you
Nope.
gonna say, no, she lost this battle.
Nope.
That's the general consensus.
Clearly,
No,
outside of
Oh,
the
all
two
right.
on two, no, clear enough.
not you bringing up the 2-on-2 like it carries so much weight, Black.
All right,
Mm-mm.
don't start. I'm just saying, if we going by the resume, that's what it was. But again, in that 2-on-2, when you add context to it, she was the shining beacon on that 2-on-2. So you know what I'm saying, so she gets credit for that too. Just saying.
I just want to put out there, your Cody said that AIDS is better than the Wody panel. That's who y'all gave Cody to, man. Out of line.
Child, look, they do not care. Ain't nobody gonna never care. I done gave up on that campaign. They don't give a fuck about what he say or do. He gonna continue to battle rap. So we just gotta let it go. That's what it is. That's what I found. That's what the fuck it is. It don't matter what he say or do. We're gonna support Big K, right? Fuck out of
I
here.
think
I
the
ain't
only
in that weed.
people I'm gonna say this: only people in the culture that's held accountable is people that we have in high regard. I mean, so I think if I would say something crazy, niggas would get me out the culture fast or cancel me fast, whatever it is. But anybody else, that's the game.
Well, Wimpian.
Salute to the ladies, man. This was an incredible thing. Salute to everybody involved. Jay Black, thank you for even creating the platform that you do. $10,000 is a shit ton of money. So salute to all of y'all, man. This was an incredible,
Yeah,
legendary
shout
night,
out to
man.
Frank White. He's actually the one that's gonna be providing the 10,000.
I'm out of
So
I'm out of here. Y'all
we
have a good night.
appreciate you, Frank White, and everything that you do. It's called We the Fans, and what he means to say that we the fans is the one that's gonna, you know,
Absolutely not.
and so we're
This
gonna.
nigga-
If you want any award tonight, please contact at Frank White.
I'm good, bro.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
getting blocked. Boom, boom, boom.
So just go to him. I don't have your money. He has your money. Everything is the escrow that they be talking about. It's
Hey,
actually
man.
Frank White. He got your bread.
May
I'm
18th,
out of here.
Tie
OSBL
for
versus
Cody
Gates of the
I'm
panel.
out of
Garden,
here.
May 18th. I don't know what he talking about.
Tie for Cody panel.
Spills, what's
How can
up?
we help you tonight,
I
Spills? How are you?
quit.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all did y'all thing, man. I enjoyed that
Oh,
motherfucker.
thank
I ain't gonna
you.
stunt. Dude was up there looking all scrumptious.
I,
Yeah, y'all was doing
Scrumptious
y'all
is
thing, man.
crazy. Thanks, Spills.
Y'all was doing y'all thing, man. I enjoyed it. Like, no funny. You know what I'm saying? Ty, real talk. I want you on a Cody panel. I tried to at least. You was up there bit like really like, yeah. All y'all. Like really was like it was fun. No funny.
I
Like
enjoyed
I
it.
was up
Thanks,
in the comment
Spills.
line, so
I'm glad everyone enjoyed it. I'm also, like, again, I said it earlier, but I'm so happy that people were able to watch from the beginning all the way into the very end and was thoroughly entertained all the way through. So, very appreciative of all of y'all who tuned in. OG Spaces, what's
y'all got
up?
memes and everything. Y'all got memes and all type of shit up there.
How y'all doing, Wally panel, man?
How are
I
you?
gave y'all a hard time this year. No cap.
You
I ain't
tried
gonna
to.
lie
I
to
wasn't
you.
letting it go.
No, shout out to Tata because honestly, Tata helped me figure out this criteria a lot better than other years. So salute to her for that. Y'all did y'all thing, man. I ain't got nothing negative to say. Y'all did the best y'all could. Y'all went through every resume effectively. I feel like even throughout the resumes, right? Oh my bad, the countdown. Y'all had times where it's like, okay, we moving on. Do anybody feel like this should be changed right now before we move on. I feel like y'all handled it very well. As somebody who donated for the first time this year, and I donated twice. I actually took 2 surveys. I was impressed, man. I don't really have nothing bad to say.
I got a grievance about that because I was told by Jay Black that that wasn't possible.
Trust me,
It
trust me
don't
right
count.
now. He did not take 2 surveys. He did two
No,
surveys, but
he
two
I
were not
no,
did
he
accepted.
probably did do 2 servers. That don't mean
my
2 of them
two
counted.
surveys. I made 2 separate donations. You feel me? I did 2 I wanted that extra
We
firepower.
understand what you did,
Right.
but that's okay. I'll let
I'm
you
just
continue.
saying, only one of
OG,
them
OG,
counted.
do me a favor and speak
Only
on
one of them counted.
you remember how in your spaces sometimes there was this maybe like a black cloud over the panel in certain areas where people felt like it wouldn't be fair or people could be biased. Speak on that and how you
Or do
felt
you want
about
to
how it
speak
turned
on
out.
how you was saying that we wear cubicle outfits and shit? Which part
Yeah,
you
I
want to
did tell
address
y'all. I
first?
stand on it. I stand on that. I called y'all team cubicle clothes, and that was kind of my thing because I didn't enjoy what y'all did last year. Y'all got my respect. Y'all definitely the WOTY panel. Let me call y'all what y'all are. The WOTY panel. Y'all handled that very well. Ty, to your point, I feel like that dark cloud is over. Everything that I was saying in them spaces, I feel like y'all rushing over certain things. I feel like stuff is disorganized that time. Tonight, I can't say that. I gotta keep it a buck. Y'all did a very great job. You know what I'm saying? It's a very great job. I couldn't. It's nothing I can complain about, honestly.
Shout out to the trappers, we are my back lit is we out of here. Any man battle rap trapping, we definitely got the streets. D out again, man. D out of here, man. Put it on your